ustedes votaron. So here is the second look you ranked the highest. And I already uploaded this on TikTok and Instagram, so if you already saw it, but I wanted to do a longer version for all of my YouTube girlies. Eden primer per usual as my eyeshadow primer, and then taking these new palettes from Beauty Creations. Aren't they so cute? They're so tiny. And in the picture, you can tell that her inner corner is a lot warmer than the rest of her crease. So I'm gonna apply a warmer brown. And like I said, you wanna apply it just in the inner corner, like right below the head of the brow, and just focus in it in that area. And then I'm gonna go into a lighter brown and we're gonna apply it to the rest of the crease, and then we're gonna blend it obviously with that warmer brown that we applied. But the main focus is definitely that warmer brown. And then I'm gonna go back and cut my crease, except because with cutting the crease, I'm gonna go a little bit higher because you can tell that on her lid, it went a little bit higher than following her natural crease line. So that's exactly what I did, and I just blended it out. And then I'm gonna go back into that lighter brown shade, and we're just gonna apply it towards the outer corner just to smooth out that eyeshadow primer. So in this picture, you can tell that she has a smoked out liner and it looks more black, but I'm gonna go in with dark brown first, and I'm gonna create a baby wing or a guide, and then we're gonna go into that black gel liner. So using that dark brown first, and I'm gonna smooth it out so that way it's not super harsh with that lighter brown shade that we used. And then finally, I'm gonna go into MAC Black Track Gel Liner to create her iconic wing, and I do take it halfway towards my lower lash line as well. I love using MAC Black Track because it's so creamy, and I love how easily it glides on my wrinkly eyelids. And then I set it with a matte black eyeshadow. I love how Kali plays with long wispy lashes, so I'm gonna be using edgy accents from Lily Lashes. I always apply mascara first and then I curl my lashes, and then I forgot to set my lids, so I'm gonna use that nude shade from the palette and I'm gonna set my primer. And then I'm gonna go back to that black eyeshadow to smoke out a little bit more of that liner, and then I'm gonna slap on the lashes one by one. Now it's time for primer. So this one from NYX is so good, you guys. It's literally godsend. I love how fast it absorbs and how it feels on my skin. It preps the skin so beautifully, so that helps my foundation go on smoother and it helps it last longer throughout the day. This foundation from Benefit delivers such a natural matte finish, you guys, that it doesn't dry the skin out. It's so soft, lightweight, and it's so comfy to wear. I've been so obsessed with it lately. I truly wish more people talked about these cream bronzers. They are so creamy and so easy to work with. They blend like butter, and it's rich in color payoff también, so a little bit goes a long way. Hands down, one of the best cream bronzers I've used in a very long time. This pink blush stick glides on like a dream, chicas, and it melts into the skin for that nice seamless finish. The texture feels also very lightweight, so it never feels sticky on the cheeks, making the blending such a breeze. This L'Oreal concealer, say less, chicas. I love the seamless matte texture. It feels so creamy, yet it blends very effortlessly, and it doesn't look cakey on my skin, which I love. If you love the Tarte Shape Tape, también tiene como un parecido, pero claro, this one's a lot more cheaper, which we love. Going to blend it out with a brush, because every time I feel like that I use a brush, I feel like I get less creasing under my eyes, and it gives me such a nice like airbrush flawless finish. Love me a good pink powder, chicas, because it really helps to brighten up my under eye and also helps cancel out like any blue, green, or purple shadows. So if you have any dark circles, this might be your powder, girl. A nice pink translucent. And then for the rest of my face, I'm gonna go into a translucent shade. Now, setting with a translucent powder is gonna help absorb that excess oil, so I usually apply it on my T-zone because that's where I feel like I get the most oily. So it helps me stay matte and fresh instead of looking like all greasy. Now I'm gonna go into a black eye pencil and I'm gonna apply it towards the bottom lash line, and then I'm gonna go into that dark brown shade just to set it and smoke it out a little bit. And then for the inner corner, chicas, you can tell that in the picture she has like a little baby wing towards that inner corner to make it look more like catty. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I think I went too far out, but you get the picture. Of course, using my favorite nude eyeliner and my waterline mascara, and then I'm gonna go into like the sparkly eyeshadow to highlight my brow bone. And then we're gonna go into our bronzer. So again, this is like a pressed foundation, but I love to use it as a bronzer. So I'm just gonna set where we applied the cream contour. Cream blush gives that dewy natural finish, but it can also fade really quickly on its own. So I'm gonna add powder blush on top so that way it locks it in and our cheeks can stay rosy all day. Applying champagne pop and slapping it on my usual areas. For my lip liner, I'm gonna use MAC Whirl first, and I round my Cupid's bow to make my lips more plumpy. So I round it, and then as I bring it down, I attach it to my natural lip line. And for the bottom, I do the exact same. Hopefully that makes sense. And then I warm it up a little bit more with Makeup Forever Limitless Brown, which has been my favorite lip liner at the moment. Then I love that she has a matte lip, you guys, in this look. So I'm gonna slap on Another Day, another nude from Kylie Cosmetics. And that's the finished look, chicas. Another KaliUchis Glam created, and I am honestly obsessed with how dreamy and soft this makeup looks. From the liner to the blushy vibes, I feel like this look just screams coquette and feminine energy, and I'm so here for that. Let me know in the comments if you'd rock this glam too, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, chicas, love you.